Hi, this is Linda Helgeson with Sweet Aria Decor. I am here today to do something that I've been wanting to do for a while. So people often ask me, how often do you make a wreath and how long does it take you to make a wreath? Well, sometimes I make maybe 1 or 2 a day. Sometimes I go a couple days without making anything. It all depends. But the timing, it all depends on what kind of wreath you're making. If it's big and fluffy and full, that could go on past an hour into maybe an hour and 15, hour and a half. But if we're making a thin pancake wreath, then it's a lot shorter. And that's a very simple method that a lot of people can do. I've started making a lot of these lately. It basically, this is your frame, and it'll make it just a little bit thicker than this. So it can fit on a screen door. You can slam your storm door. And if you make it correctly, it won't squish, it won't make anything wrinkled. It'll lay nice and flat. So what I'm trying to do today is time myself. How quick can I make a wreath? So I'm going to try to do this without swearing and without cutting my fingers. I make no promises that I'll be able to successfully complete either, but I will try. So I have not opened any supplies. All I have done here so far is I have attached these to the back of my potential sign, just because this adhesive, takes a while to make sure it's nice and stuck. So I've done that. So I have a wreath attachment. I have a 14-inch wreath frame from Dollar Tree. If you're putting something heavy on there, probably wouldn't work, but for a nice thin pancake wreath, not a bad deal, if you can find them. Then I have a 10-inch roll of mesh. I got this from Old Time Pottery, but any mesh will do. Just in case I want to add a little embellishment, and I'm not sure I'm going to use these. These are tiny little, I think they're 1-inch glitter balls from Dollar Tree. I have 13 chenille stems. I'm going to use these to wrap into here in order to attach the mesh. I have 12 for this, and then I kept 1 extra in case I decide to make a thin little bow for later. Not sure I'm going to do that yet. And then I've got these ribbons here. So I've got this one that I got at the Craig Bachman warehouse sale, actually, for I think this was like probably $3.75. So that's cute. And then this is 1.5-inch ribbon that has little Christmas presents on there. Let me zoom in there so you can see a little bit. Zoom, zoom, zoom. There we go. So got little presents. I like the little red around the edge. Very cute. The other kind I have this is also 1.5-inch. This has a nice wire in here. And then I figure if we are doing a Christmas tree sign, we should have Christmas tree ribbon. So now when I make these, I can either, because I'm going to stack these, I'm going to use each one's going to have 2 sets of ribbon, each attachment. So I can either use just 2 ribbons, the same 2.5-inch and the same 1.5-inch all around, or I can alternate. And I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to wait until I get the mesh in and decide what I'm going to do. So I am all set on my front. However, before I go live, I don't know if anybody's actually watching, but if you want to type in the comments how long you think it is going to take me to make this wreath, then once I stop the timer, whoever has guessed to the closest time will win that wreath. I will ship that out to them for free, just as a way of saying thank you so much for watching and supporting. All right, so, all right, everybody get that in there and here. Get that in the comments. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over. I'm going to start my timer real quick, and then I'm going to go like a bat out of a cave. That's not what I was going to say. I changed it. Linda's being clean today. All righty. All right, I'm going to start my timer. Here we go. Rip this open. So I've got this mesh. I'm just going to drop all my garbage on the floor. I like using this mesh holder here. It helps me hold the mesh, especially as I cut it. So I'm going to roll that in there. Not ready to cut it yet, but I just like to have it off to the side and ready to go. Okay, I'm removing the tag from the wreath form. And now I'm going to make my wreath form. So I'm going to wrap these in all throughout the wreath form. One, and the inside circle, I'm going to go at each of the main points here that has its little support beam, as I call it. So the inside is going to have 6 of these. So I got 1, 2. Of course, now I have an itch on my nose. No time to scratch. No time to scratch. All right. I hope everybody's had a good week. I've had an okay week. I had a craft show last weekend. I didn't really sell as much as I'd hoped to, but I was still happy to have a show, to be out, to see people, to kind of start getting in the holiday spirit as much as I can. Because, like, it's... I was putting out Halloween and Thanksgiving, so I was, like, not really sure what holiday I was trying to get in the mood for. All of them, I guess. I'm in the mood for Halloween because, like, I've gone to Target, and that candy aisle, I need a chaperone because you go down that aisle, and, man, it's just, like, it's heaven. It is heaven, but, like, I gain weight just walking down the aisle. Those calories just jump out, and you just glom onto my butt. All right, so I got 6 done. Now I'm going to go, and I'm going to do here in the middle on the outside. So it's going to go in between. So everything is going to be staggered. All right, here we go. And hopefully my dog won't bark. I have begged, I have pleaded, I have offered up Greenie's sacrifices to the teeth-cleaning bone gods. I gave her cheese. I'm just hoping that she's quiet long enough that I can complete this challenge. We'll see how far I go. All right, coming around here. All right, this is number 12. All right, now I'm going to be moving on to my mesh. I am going to be using my rotary cutting tool. You don't need one of these. You can always use just your regular old scissors. I'm going to try to cut these to, I don't want to make them too big, so I'm just going to cut 20 inches. So I'll pull it down to 11 and I'll cut it at 31. So that makes, my math is correct. And my math is never correct. That makes it 20 inches. All right, 1, 2. I need to cut 12 of these. 3, 4. Oops, roll up there, buddy. 5. It's going all over the place. It's crazy. It's a mess here, ladies and gentlemen. It is insane. Is she out of her mind? Well, yeah, but, like, not for crafting reasons. There's just a whole other reasons why Linda's out of her mind. 1, 2. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not quite cutting all the way through, so I got to go back and fix it a little bit. 10. 8. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're almost losing the blade. Almost losing the blade. Here we go. 11. Here we go. And 12. So then the way we roll these ruffles, you try to, like, curl them under a little bit so it keeps them from fraying when they're on the door. But I generally don't have a lot of trouble with things fraying. I'm not afraid of fraying. See what I did there? There's always time for a good joke. All right. I am going to then, I'm going to take my little mesh curl. I'm going to roll it over on the bottom. As you can see, I'm going to roll it again, roll it again. So it kind of has like little curly ends. And then I'm going to tightly walk up the center of this baby with my acrylic fingernails that I was just peeling hot glue off of again a short while ago. Okay, and then I open that up, and you can see it kind of makes like little angel wings, like a little butterfly, little bow tie. Perfect. All right, here we go. Next one. As fast as we go, as fast as we go. Come on. I also want to get done quickly because I have not eaten dinner yet and I am hungry. So if I can complete this challenge, my goal is to finish this in 30 minutes or less, like a pizza. I'm going to be your Wreath Domino's delivery. I'd like to do this in 30 minutes or less. If I succeed, I will treat myself tomorrow by letting myself get a donut. If I do not win, I will give myself a consolation prize tomorrow of getting a donut. So do you see? It doesn't matter what happens here tonight, guys. Either way, Linda's going to get a donut. Not that I need any. My daughter is getting married next year. Not the 8-year-old, the 24-year-old. She's getting married next year, so I'd like to lose a little bit of weight so that I don't, have trouble finding a dress, which I'm sure I will, but doesn't matter what I wear as long as I'm there and happy and really drunk. Then I'll be happy. So needless to say, we've got a lot of crafting stuff that we're going to be doing for that wedding. So maybe some of that will be done through the Sweet Aria Decor videos. We are potentially maybe going to do some of those Sola wood. Those are wood, like a foam consistency type of flower that you can do way ahead of time. They're beautiful, they're resilient, they're reusable. I think it's a nice environmentally friendly option. And then she wants to do a fresh bouquet of actual real flowers for her own bouquet, obviously. Whatever my baby wants, my baby shall get. Alrighty, so I've got one more to do on the outside ring. I know it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing here. 2, 3. Rolling up the middle, rolling up the middle, rolling up the middle, rolling up the middle. There we go. All right. So, whew. Alrighty, now I'm moving on to the inside. Moving on up to the inside. Making a pancake wreath. And I'm probably gonna finish maybe in half an hour. Maybe, I don't know. You guys remember the Jeffersons? I love that show. They don't make really good shows like that anymore, you know? Or like Golden Girls. Me and my bestie Renee, man. We grew up watching the Golden Girls. We just went to see them. They actually had episodes of the Golden Girls playing in the movie theater a couple weeks ago in honor of their 35th anniversary. 35 years! That can't be 35 years. I watched that show when I was in junior high school. So that means I'm old. We old. But you know what? I love that show. It is a great show. It is hysterical, but some of those jokes they made now would not fly. Woohoo! It is nice to see as a society we've come far enough where we're like, hey, that's not appropriate, that's not nice, and we're not going to say that anymore. So I am glad about that. But I am not disparaging the great Betty White in any way. Oh no. I think Betty White should be our new religion, you know. I love her. I always have. I liked Betty White before it was trendy to like Betty White. I'm just saying. She is the OG. All right. Coming in through, so I'm laying these down. Still haven't decided. Am I going to do 2 different kinds of ribbon or 4? I think I might just do 2. I think it's already busy enough. There is a lot of movement already in the wreath with the different colors. It's already busy as it is. I don't want to make it any busier, so I think I'm just going to stick to 2 different types of ribbon, and I think that's going to be the stocking and then the red and white stripe, I think, because I want to use 1 2.5 and 1 1.5, because I think it lays nice. It's very pretty. I've been learning a lot of techniques from Melly Mel and Sincerely Creative Mom. She is fantastic. Shout out. She made these earrings, by the way. Made these earrings, so go find her. Sincerely Creative on Etsy. She does beautiful work, and she is an awesome person. I just dropped something. I don't know what it is. I hope I didn't need it. I probably did. Alright, going as fast as I can. Oh, I just got a notice about parent-teacher conferences. Does anyone else still get nervous about going to parent-teacher conferences? It's like, I feel like I'm being graded on what type of a crappy parent I've been the last year. Like, you know, with my kid and not her, she hates doing homework. She fights me. She's on the spectrum. We have some difficulties with her focusing and just getting along, and it is not a fun time in our house when it comes time to read or do homework. And I wish that's something that would change, but we're working on it. But, you know, when I was younger, I used to flip out about, oh my God, my kid's getting all their homework done. Oh my God, an assignment is late. It doesn't matter. You know, ask me right now, does it matter if a science or some other assignment was late? No. I just matter that my kid was happy. And as long as my kids seem happy, then, you know, not to say blow off school, but, you know, there's more important things in life, too, sometimes watching out for your mental health as opposed to putting too much stress on yourself and your children. And again, a girl better learn how to read. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm going to cut these at 14 inches. So I have 12 of these, so I need to make 12 ribbons. So I'm going to wrap this around my ribbon tail maker 6 full times. That will give me 12. So 1, 2, 3. Oops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that should give me 12 of these. I'm going to cut it there. I like to cut as few times as possible. But trust me, if anyone ever needs to cut one, I'm your gal. Ask my family. Ask my poor daughter who has to share a bed with me now. She doesn't have to if she likes to. Since we lost Mike, it's been kind of hard, so we figured, you know what? Whatever makes both of us feel more comfortable at night. Nights are hard. So, I'm going to do what we feel is right. But girls needs to get back in her own bed. Alright, so that was the first 6. These are the second 6. Now I'm going to have to do the same thing with the 1.5 inch ribbon. Okay, I'll put those over there. Move that ribbon here. I may make a bow. I probably will. It'll be a flat one. Okay. I like to clean as I go. I'm so sorry about that. I don't like having a messy workspace. Then if you have your hot glue gun sitting out, then your scraps get stuck to your glue gun. And that's no fun, but I got burned really bad when I was at Crafters Convention, so me and the glue gun are like still not really friends. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is a little thicker than that other ribbon, so when I go to cut the tails, I might have to break it into some smaller groups, because, I mean, these are strong scissors, but like, you know, there's a limit. Yeah, I'm going to have to break these up into, okay, I'm going to do 3 and 3, which won't take long. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a good week. Today here, the temperatures in Chicago kind of started cooling off this week, which has been nice. My stepson Colin and Jack cleaned the pool. My pool since July has been a giant green cesspool of algae because we do not have a good filter system. Could not find a filter system to save our lives this year. If you had a pool, you might know our pain. It was very hard. You couldn't find the replacement filter, let alone a new filter system, unless you bought a new pool. I'm like, not in the market for that. So I had to kind of clean the one we've had for many, many years. So I'm actually going to be ordering one now for next year because yuck, that was gross. Okay, Sounds like my daughter's having fun over there. But we got that, so we're going to have to put the cover on the pool and get that thing closed up. That'll be nice, just in time for I have family coming in. We're having my husband's celebration of life ceremony is coming up in about 2 weeks, and it'll be nice to do that, but it'll also be nice to get that behind us and continue moving forward with him in our hearts as we have been. So, all right, so I think I am all set. I've got my wreath, I've got my tails. I'm going to stack the tails. I take one of the 1.5 inch tails, and then I take one of the other ribbons, the fatter ones. I stick the thin on top of the fat. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I missed an edge. Here I am yapping away, and I forgot to cut one of these edges. I'm like, why does that seem so long? Because you didn't cut one, Linda. There's a rare occurrence. Sometimes I didn't cut one. Imagine that. All right. Then I'm going to bend it in half, make a crease, find my midpoint, squish it together. I'm going to start with the bottom row, open up my pipe cleaner, put the pipe cleaner back in there, tighten it, wrap it around. I'm going to snip it, leaving about maybe an inch. Okay, I'm not going to wrap this around the bottom. I'm just going to take these and toss them. And hopefully my dog won't get to them. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring these over. I like to fold these kind of over on top of themselves like this, right? To get a nice kind of shape where it's like folded over. And then it would go like this. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, they can certainly lay on top of each other, but I think it fills it out more when each of them has its own dedicated laying space. So I'm going to continue doing that all the way around here. I don't know where I'm at with the timer. I don't want to look because then I'll get like test anxiety and then I'll start, my fingers will fumble and I won't know what to do. I just keep thinking about getting a donut tomorrow. What you doing this weekend? I don't know, but I'm getting me a donut. All right. Snip. Put that in there. Oh, I forgot, you know what? I will actually need 2 more chenille stems for attaching my sign, but I have them right here next to me. So you would have needed 15 chenille stems. Pardon me. I told you guys, I stink at math. I'm really not even kidding. I barely passed algebra in high school. I had to have a tutor. I can remember stupid celebrity trivia. I'm okay with English. Did fine in band. Hated gym class. But math, that was not my thing. So what do? I married a man who does math for fun. Or he did. Well, I'm sure wherever he is, he's still doing math. Probably sitting up there with a big old chess book and a big old math book, having a field day, because that's what made him happy. Okay, well, we could use a little bit of that math help down here with your daughter, Michael, so send some our way. Oh, life is a funny thing, my friends. Life is a funny thing. Okay, and as I go around, if I see a couple little things sticking out, little phrase, grab those. Okay, moving on. Oh, I just sent the ornaments flying. Things are getting crazy. She's sending supplies flying. What's next? I thought about drinking a wine cooler while doing this, but then I was like, hold on a minute. It's probably not a smart idea, Linda. I'm not saying that there won't be one involved after this. But, yeah, there's going to be one involved after this. Oh, yeah. I like the canned Seagrams. I don't like using the glass bottles because they don't lay very well in my fridge. But I do love me a Jamaican Me Happy. Especially when you can buy like the giant cans of the spiked ones. Those have higher alcohol content. So like for like sometimes a 2 for $5 or 2 for $6. So for like $3, you can get a pretty good buzz. And it goes well with a donut. I'm fixating, people. I'm fixating. All right. Going around here. Let's see what we're getting here. Getting there, getting there, getting there. Don't cut your finger. I had a dream last night that I was doing this. I cut my finger, and I was more concerned about the fact that I didn't want to get blood on the wreath than the fact that I cut off my finger in my dream. Don't know what that means. I guess it means I'm used to suffering for my craft, but I don't want to make a mess. I don't want to ruin it. All right. Okay, I'm the last one now on the bottom, and then I'll just have to go around the top. And then we can affix the sign and then take a look and see if we need a bow. I think the sign, because it is a stocking shape, I think it would look very cute if it were off-center. And then we did a slightly off-center flat bow. So that usually means that we'll do maybe some 5 or 6 inch loops in the 2.5 inch thick ribbon. And then we could do some thinner, smaller loops in the 1.5, and then kind of flatten them out. So it's what I call a flat bow. I don't know if there's a technical name for it, but it's a bow. It's flat. Call it a flat bow. Yeah, very inventive, huh? All right, here we go. Just a couple more. Just a couple more. Come on, Linda, you can do it. You can do it. There's a wine cooler waiting for you when this is all done. Plus, I don't know what to make for dinner. I might have a bagel. That'd be good. Nice and simple. And several days worth of General Hospital to catch up on. So you can see I lead a very busy life. General Hospital and a bagel. I tell you. The exciting lives of Widow Linda. What does she do now on a Friday night? I don't know. She sits around and watches TV and eats, which is kind of the same thing that married Linda did. Except now when I talk, I just talk to Mike on the shelf. He still pretty much says the same stuff, which is not much. I know what he'd say. I wonder when the season premiere of This Is Us is coming on. It'd be nice to know. I've been excited to watch the new seasons of The Connors and A Million Little Things. Yay! Glad that's back on. Now, so if anybody ships wreaths, I'm sure, you know, you probably follow Decor Exchange and Damon and all that. But I used to have a pretty good discount with UPS, but I got to tell you, Pirate Ship, now that they're supporting UPS, Pirate Ship, their shipping rates are much, much, much better than any discount I was getting with UPS. So, but Pirate Ship is my new best friend. So that has been exciting. Though sometimes, up until recently, I think USPS was cheaper for shipping bows in smaller boxes because they were pretty good with these small parcel. But, however, I don't think that they're very reliable. Especially going into the full shipping season here. So I like using UPS. They're closer, and also my son-in-law works for them. So, you know, got to keep the business in the family, you know. But it's nice. I just think UPS has better means to deliver some of those larger packages. So that's what I've been doing. But it's been helpful. I used to have free shipping on my shop, but I actually ended up, but I had to have higher prices because of it, so I ended up removing the free shipping, but I was able to bring my prices down on items, which I think has been working pretty well. It honestly doesn't seem to be that much of a difference. But I've been selling a lot of bows lately, so if you are a crafter, get out there and make the bows, man, because they are a-selling. Tree topper bows. Everybody wants a tree topper bow. I sold one today. It was Grinch. Actually, it was a pair. It was 2 of them. 2 Grinch bows. was actually able to get officially licensed Grinch ribbon from a place. Not that like pre-printed, you know, the printed stuff you can get off Etsy, but an actual like Grinch ribbon, which was great. And they had really cute, Hobby Lobby has really cute Grinch stuff this year. And obviously that's all licensed. So I got 2 cute little picture frames that I added onto this Grinch wreath. I can show you at the end. But the Grinch wreath is cute. I don't usually do a lot of plush attachments, but I did this one. I had to. Like, I had extra ribbon, and I'm like... And Craft Outlet had the butt. They call it the green monster. But we all know it's Grinch, right? It's Grinch's butt. So that was cool. Alright, this is the last bow. Then I'm going to move to putting in the sign. And then we will see if... I'm going to make a bow. Sorry, I meant this is the last ribbon. I'm sure I've probably gone over my 30-minute mark. It takes a lot longer to twist these things in than you would think. I'm going as fast as I can. Alrighty. Okay, now I think what I dropped, guys, was my sign. Hold, please. I dropped the sign. Yes, I did. Oh boy. Now I gotta squeeze my fat rear end and not knock over everything. Oh, I'm knocking it over. I'm knocking it over. Oh gosh. Oh Lord. Oh Lordy. Okay. So I got this. Found it. So I think we're gonna put this on this side. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't need this because I have attachments on the back. These are cable ties, like cable tie attacher things. And I just run the white pipe cleaners right through these. All right. Run it through there. Boom, boom, boom. Twist and turn. Run through there. Come on in. Bring it up. Twist and turn. Okay, flipping it over. I think that looks cute there. I'm going to do it this way because then this leaves more space here to put in a bow. So I'm going to attach that. I'm going to put it right through the center of where my ribbons are already attached because there's already a natural little butt crack, shall we call it, where that's kind of hiding in there. So I'm going to attach that on here. I want to make it tight, but not so tight that it pulls everything down too much. I don't want to squish it. All right. Push this one in. Let's see where this one's going to go. Right here. Perfect. I'm so happy how that lined up. All right. Do this. I'm turning it in the back. You can see I'm twisting, I'm tightening, snipping, bending. There we go. And I'm going to put that ruffle, I'm going to tuck it like on the inside there. Okay, so that is what this looks like. Now we're going to make a quick little flat bow. I'm going to move this off to the side for a moment. And knock everything else down with it because, of course, why wouldn't I? All right. And this bow, I'm going to have a little bit of a tail. I can always trim it if I need to. I always like to start dovetailing my bow before I start putting it through here because I tend to forget. So I don't want to like put it out there and be like, oh my gosh, I forgot to dovetail it. So I like to dovetail as I go, but it's all personal preference. I think we're going to have this one go out to, yeah, I'd say 5 inches. I don't want a massive bow on this. 5 inches. So pull it out, and then I just twist it over. So when you pull this out, you should be seeing the back of the bow, and now you should see the front of the bow. Push it in there, twist it around, back, and front. And this is very thin ribbon. This is almost like a satiny, like a nylon type of ribbon. So I can get away with going with 3 of these larger ones because it's not going to take up a lot of depth anyway. Okay, and pull that down. Looks like that measured to about here. All right, go there. Let's dovetail this. All righty. That's it for the 2.5. All right, got the 1.5. Dovetail this baby. All right. I do have my glue gun heated up already off to the side. Because instead of putting a center loop in the middle of this, I'm actually going to put one of those little red ornaments that we saw, because I think that will fit. I don't think that will create an issue with the depth because it's only 1 inch. Okay, so I will have that, that, and that. Okay. All right, I think that'll work. I'll have that, that, and that, and then that, and that. I think that will work. This is a very inexpensive wreath. I think the mesh cost, I think it was like $9.99 for a roll. The ribbon, you notice we didn't use the whole roll, so it all depends what kind of quality ribbon. You know, Dollar Tree ribbon, you know, it's okay if you want to put it outside. Not the highest quality in the world, but then again, it all depends. If you're just going to leave it out for a bit and you're not going to do much with it, after the holiday, you know it's going to, you know, fade or whatnot, you want to just get rid of it, then don't invest too much in what you're buying. Okay, I'm taking the pipe cleaner, I am wrapping it around, I'm going to slam it on there. All right, pulling it tight, as tight as I can, wrapping it a few times. Okay, there we go. All right, moving that onto Mount Crap behind me. All right, I'm going to attach the ribbon. I'm not going to glue the ornament on yet until I've got it attached in place and properly fluffed. So, kind of thinking I want it like here. So this I might actually attach to one of the rings that's on the outside because I want to give it a bit more space. I don't want to crowd the stocking, but I also want to cover up a lot of these other little bits here where you can see the pipe cleaner. Okay, so we're going to do that. Let's see if I like that. I do. There we go. She's made a decision, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Twist, twist, twist. Tie, tie, tie. Twist. Cut. Boom. All right, here we go. There we go. Let's get those ornaments. Just cutting in the box here. I don't care. Can't stop me now. I'm crazed. I'm crazed. I'm crazed. Ooh, if I'm not careful, I'm going to be cut. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to start off by putting one of these in the center. All right, so I'm going to glue just a little bit, kind of like on the back side. It's going to kind of sit kind of on the top-ish, but you won't really see the gold part, like the plastic attachment part that goes on the ball. But because you can see some of the other balls, I'm going to put just a couple in here just so we don't see it. You know, you want your, I did this quickly, but I don't want it to look sloppy, you know. And I normally do take much more time with my wreath. I was doing this just for fun tonight. So I wonder, we will see who wins the wreath. All right. Oop, got a little piece of glue snot. That's what I always like to call it. Make sure I can't see any other. I'm going to put one there. You may not see it, but just in case the bow moves, I don't want to have something look unfinished. All right. Do a little fluff there. All right. Pull that down. I'm going to flatten it out because I want to know what it's going to look like when the door closes on it. Okay. So, all right. I'm going to go stop my timer. So 36 minutes, 14 seconds. And this is the finished wreath. You can see the depth. Pretty skinny. Not like me. I'm trying to hide behind a skinny wreath, but you can still see me because I'm a bigger gal. All right. So, as you can see, this really was pretty quick and easy. I mean, you could just make one of these real quick on a Friday night. This would be something fun to do. Get your girlfriends together, get some supplies, and you guys can have a little crafting night. And, you know, I think it's all important that we remember to reconnect with our friends. I want to try to reconnect with my bestie Renee this week. I miss her. She's my fellow Golden Girls fan. So, we shall see. But here we go. So there we go. Our finished wreath. And I will show you really quickly the Grinch one, just in case. I did get people that asked. All right, here I come. Here's my Grinch butt. I like this one. Ain't this one cute? I like, look at the little feet. See how his little feet dangling there? I don't know. It's real cute. It's got his little Grinch there. And I guess the little dog's name is Max on the other side. So, I don't know. I had fun with that one. That one was cool. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you have a lovely night. Be kind to each other. Stay safe. And I'll see you soon. All right. Happy Halloween.